What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Young Woo back with some more on the block news, man. Before I even get this shit started, make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, man. Not later, but right now. Make sure y'all hit the links in my description, bio, all that. You feel me? But what I'm gonna be talking about today is, I know y'all seen the Verzuz. Feel me? And Omarion was on stage by himself. You feel me? That nigga Mario threw a gang of shots. Like, since you didn't bring your homies here, he brought like some dancing ass niggas. Feel me? I really thought that was B2K for a minute. But Boog, I guess he had some shit to say to let off his chest. You feel me? It's sad when you see ones you grew up with, but also you grew up turn out the way they do. The wise lead the future wizards. I'll be that, the wise one. You shouldn't have been in a rush to skip class. Now you're fifth year senior playing ball with a GPA of 2.3, barely passing. If this don't work, LOL. Remember the kids you clown for not having a fashion, but at the award ceremony in school, they were the ones winning principals honor roll. Yeah, you were cool then, but they were focused. That's probably going to be your boss in the future. It probably sucks to be a slave to something you gave your life to but never mastered. Damn. Never. Now you stuck in this shit with no other options to be on top. And now from your view, it's from bottom looking up. Admiring your spot you once held, not able to conquer it ever again. Time spent in a selfish mindset, not valuing the gems right next to you. Learning from nothing, earning no knowledge from the geniuses amongst you. At night, I know you wonder to yourself, what am I doing wrong to not accept the blessing that was put into your life? A life that me and you know you were living. You're ungrateful. Fame is a hell of a drug. I know when we worked together as a group, you wanted to be the most famous, aka the most favorite, but that wasn't the case. Fizz and Boog were the favorites, and you couldn't understand that because you sung all the leads by old school group design. But the guy who only talked on the track and interviews, me, and the other guy who rapped on our singles, Fizz, were getting more love than you. That's not my fault, but I never was mad that I could sing on your level, but never got a chance. I was just a young boy from Compton, happy to be a part of the group and out my situation. I was always more of a talent than how I was used, but yet I'm still grateful I was a part of a machine. You give off the impression as if you've done me a favor. Shall I take you back to when, because of your value, your vocal, we visited every record label in the business and was turned down twice? Nigga, you was singing in the background for a minute when Max Goose brought in another lead singer to try and make the record sound better to help him try and get us a deal. And when that helped him try and get us a deal, and when that happened, who stood for you? We did. And we went to management and said, we rolling with, we not bringing nobody else in, and we stood by your side when we were told if we didn't get a deal on our next meeting, we were getting dropped. Now, let's think about those odds per the history of our other meetings. This thing we call B2K was never the Omarion show on me. It's more like a circus, and each guy brought a special attraction, and collectively, it was fun to watch. Watching you only lets me know that you were not really paying attention to what was making you Omarion, because without us around, it's clear you can't tap it back into him. You look lost, almost like you looking for us to feed off of. You were never a solo artist. You are a fame hog, and that got the best of you. The fact that everyone wasn't screaming Omarion drove you crazy because you were giving it all you had, laughing my ass off. Standing next to us was really hard for you, so you took your opportunity to leave and only be seen by yourself. So if anybody showed up, even if it was 5 people, they were there to see you. To be a part of a brand that is bigger than you is hard for you to accept, but one who tears down his own work is a poison individual. To call me a background dancer is funny. Shall we discuss the truth behind how those records were really made? I was there, and you were not in the booth for a lot of the vocals that were put on those songs. From your lead vocal not fully being you. Damn. Listen to that first album. You'll hear Steve Russell in and out of those leads and the hooks. The first album until I took over the second album. Me landing the lead on our second single, Fucked With You, because our first #1 single, Bump Bump Bump, I sang the hook on it, and it brought attention to the label, and the group was able to evolve. And Troy Taylor made the call and put me on the first verse of Girlfriend after I had already sung that hook earlier that day. It was written all over your face, because me and Fizz talked about it that day at the session. I was already more loved in the group by the fans, and now I had a lead. You know it was a rap for you. It didn't help that Fizz was most popular, and the label had already gave him a solo deal before you ever had a conversation with them about one. Tell the truth when you try and lie to the people because the lack of their knowledge on this situation. Shall we talk about why you broke the group up originally? You were looking for a way out before anything ever happened, and because a chick you liked that didn't like you got smashed, you went and did the ultimate snake shit. You took a bonding conversation amongst us boys that normally brought us closer and took the information and ratted us out. We always thought those conversations were confidential just between us, but you knew what you were doing. We had no rules. No, because I wasn't going. The money was not worth it. Come on, Boogie, just do it. Let's do it for our kids. Let's get this money. Yeah, nigga, that was you. LOL. And as soon as the fire was back lit, you threw us off the ship and took us off the boat again. Funny thing is, every time you took off with the boat, you got jacked for it. Chris Brown took your career, and Bow Wow just took your tour, shaking my fucking head. That's what happens when you try to use people as a launch pad. It's levels to this shit, and I'm here to break it down for you. So all the shit that happened to you probably makes sense to the world now on why it happened. You throw stones and hide your hands. Nigga, I saw your whack ass show in the Millennium Tour 2 kicking down our chairs. You didn't do that the night, whatever. But you knew what you were doing. We had no rules, no messing around on the road with a bunch of girls. We confided in you and the mistakes we made, and you went home and told on us, getting us kicked out the house and breaking the group up over a chick. You knew the business was already shaking because of us wanting to renegotiate our deal. So you took that opportunity to throw us off the ship and take the boat. Got your mama a house, your brother a deal to turn your back on your boys. Same thing you did with the tour. You was broke as fuck in 2018 and major debt from taking loans from niggas. I got the recording of you literally begging me to sign my contract for the tour because I wasn't going. The money was not worth it. You didn't do that the night you was on stage with you in LA though. LOL, y'all little slick comment on TMZ. Your sneak post on the Shade Room. I am B2K. In the verses claiming them is all your vocal on B2K records. You lame for all this shit, fam. Don't run from your legacy. What we did in such a short time still is a major topic. B2K will forever be your origin, and from the looks of it, the peak for your career. Omarion is a brand, I give you that, but it's not bigger than B2K on my mama, which is your brand as well. So stop the de-edification and at least let it have life left for you when you come crawling back to it. You and I know what the people want from the world, to the feedback and all the meanings that you're getting turned down in right now. The industry is watching you along with the world, and we all thinking the same thing. What the fuck is he thinking? If I was a backup dancer, you were a dancer with a record deal. Neither one of us was singing fool, laughing my ass off. Welcome to the jungle, nigga. Hope you survive the night. Now listen, man, Boog, nigga, he has something to say, nigga. He has something to say. Man, the tea is real, my nigga. The tea is real. Nigga, I didn't know that was not all Omarion singing. I also didn't know Boog sung just as good as Omarion. You feel me? But what I did know, you feel me, of course Omarion, he want to steal a show, steal a shine. Talking about he is B2K. And to the fans, we thought that. But after hearing your ass on stage, nigga, your ass is not B2K, you feel me? Just like Boog said, nigga, we rather hear y'all as a collective. You feel me? That was a peak time in your career. That was a peak time in your career, bro, when you was with B2K. Because after you left them, feel me, the songs wasn't hitting as much. You feel me? The shows ain't popping as much. You feel me? Especially the females, they want to see y'all all together. You feel me? And that And it always be ego that breaks up a group. It's always one man want to shine harder than the next one. Like, nah, nigga, fuck all that, nigga. You trying to be the best. Like, and Omarion, Mr. Unbothered, breaking up the group over a bitch getting hit? Let me find out Mr. Unbothered been bothered this whole time. That's why he mad at B2K. So basically, hold on. Them B2K niggas been fucking on Omarion girls and he been mad about it, you feel me? I'm just saying that's something they been doing, you feel me? And clearly that's been the root of all their problems. You feel me? These females and shit. You feel me? But I'm glad, you feel me, J Bug let that out. Like, nigga, I'm ready to hear your vocals on their own now, nigga. I'm ready to go back to the B2K album and listen to if I hear anybody different singing on there. From you could do a hell of a job up in the studio, bro. The studio, you could do a hell of a job, man. A great mix, my nigga. That shit'll take bad vocals and make them great, nigga. Marion is living proof, nigga. Ray J is living proof. But listen, man, I ain't gonna do all this talking. It's just something I seen, something I noticed, something I felt like I wanted to speak on, you feel me? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, man. Not later, but right now. Hit the links in my description, man. My name is Young Woo. This is On The Block News.
Brick made, bitch, I'm solid as steel. Brick the homie catch a case, we gon' fall in the pill. Got a vibe with the heat, cause my diamonds is chill. I got it on my jewels, boy, you must be trying to get killed. Real tote bag, red bottom or heels. Got them wondering if Young Woo sign him a deal. Niggas can't fuck with me, I done served 100 bills. I be where the money be, flying over other seas. Truth is, I got more love when I was broke. Now I got money, seem like niggas want to smoke. Y'all what the bad bitches wanna fuck me cause I'm dope. All I see is green, getting bundles with the lokes. I can't let a broke boy trick me off the street. Remember I was homeless, now you rent up on my feet. What you spent in a year, I just spent it in a week. Still hungry, chasing meals, showing niggas how to eat. Real street nigga, I ain't trying to play gangster. Young go getter, I just wanna make paper. It ain't saber with my Glock, I feel way safer. And it came with a drum like a bass player. Fuck getting ready, always ready for combat. Can't tell I got it on me, reason I love a compact. I can't sign a deal unless it's millions in the contract. Money on your head, then them killers push your top back. Young boss nigga, woo to your peons. Better run like Ricky when we dumping out the Nissan. Bring the money straight to the block like King Von. Ice on my neck be shining harder than neon. Niggas wasn't moving right, now they left out. Ain't nobody crossing me, they getting X'd out, chest out. If you ask me, I'm the best out. Who got more money, me or you? Nigga, let's count. Cocky little dude, I be rocking all my jewels. Put it in my hand and the product getting moved. When we catch him, stretch him, put his partners on the news. Isn't it ironic how we talked about the school? Right there, on the block like I'm serving crack. Niggas better not speak on Young Woo, I heard he strapped. Everybody acting like they killers, that just murder cap. Niggas full packs turn track star when burners clap. Will Smith a nigga hit him with the Ike Turner slap. These niggas can't really rap, all they verses whack. Presidential rollie on my wrist, cost like 30 racks. I ain't never tripping on spending cause I'ma earn it back. Yeah, I'm a real project baby from PB, nigga. Heard you hit the bounty jail and went PC, nigga. While I was looking like a star on your TV, nigga. You probably mad I'm shining hard with these VVs, nigga. Look, I was trying to put niggas on, but they had other plans. Talking about who's tougher, but I don't understand. Roddy Richard, nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Stack it up and blew it, man, don't run it up again. Roddy Richard, nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Huh? What? Nigga? Roddy Richard, nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Yeah, nigga, I'm the fucking man. Roddy Richard, nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Tell me, nigga, huh? Can't hear you, nigga. Speak up. Roddy Richard, nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Never seen it, nigga. How you ever touched it, nigga? Roddy Richard, nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? I let the money talk for me, young nigga. Roddy Richard, nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Huh? Nigga, how you seen it before?